the first thing we're going to show Rich is the correct stance for sitting on the bike. Plates, left one on the left side, right one on the right side. This one has the optional ratchet straps. Some people like the foot straps, some people don't. Your knees go up against these knee pads. They're adjustable up and down, so you want to adjust it for the actual individual rider that's going to be riding. Now it has a seat, and obviously anytime someone sees a seat they think they're going to sit down on it, but you really want to discourage people, especially when they're learning, from being anywhere near the seat. As you get better and start doing dives, you can start doing some cool stuff on the seat, but generally you want to let them know that this is like a dirt bike style. You stand up right from the takeoff. So you get them comfortable with the positions, get them comfortable just balancing on the bike, because a lot of people don't realize that your control sticks are not like handlebars. It's not like you use these for your security. So you want to get them comfortable with just being able to balance the bike between their knees and their feet. And it's a good idea to get the person on the bike, off the bike, get them comfortable with that. Then we're going to go over the actual operation. Now when we actually put the bike in the water, it's going to float. The plastic body has enough buoyancy to keep the bike afloat and you, but it doesn't have a huge amount of inherent stability. So what you really want to get used to doing, and when you're training people, they need to know that their life jacket is actually what gives them their buoyancy and their stability. So when they're on the bike, although this has the buoyancy, when their feet are in the foot straps, the knees on the knee pads, you want to encourage them to push the bike below the water, gripping onto it, and use their life jacket for the stability and buoyancy. If you lean too far forward and try and lean on the bike's going to pitch forward. If you lean too far back, you're going to fall off the back. So just getting comfortable in the water is a great place to start before you even throttle up or even try and move forward. So you're going to use your life jacket like that, and you're going to get used to moving the control sticks up and down. Now, when we're first taking off, we're going to troll or taxi like an airplane. So you have to encourage people to push these all the way forward so that your jets are pushing the thrust back, and that way you're putting tension on the hose, and that's actually going to get the whole thing moving forward. If you understand that the Jetovator works like an airplane, not like a helicopter, then people really understand that you want to just take off and slowly bring the nose up. Now, how do we bring the nose up? This is what your control sticks are for. As you bring your control sticks back, the bike is going to start coming up. The nose is going to come up. Now, as the nose comes up, you have to adjust your center of balance and lean further forward, because if you don't do that, as you bring the nose up, if you stay on the seat or at the same position, it's going to go back. You're going to go back with it. You're going to hold onto the handlebars for stability, pull these back, and you're going to fall over the back. It's a classic mistake. Almost everybody makes it, and it's something that a good trainer can help people avoid that. So the two mistakes that most people make, they want to sit in the seat, which is really not a good thing to start with, and they want to use these for security, and they're not. They're your control sticks. So as the bike comes up, if the nose starts to come too high, the only way to bring it down again is to push your control sticks forward. Then the nose will drop. So when they're first learning, before you're trying to do any seriously high flight, you need to get them comfortable with going up, going down, going up, going down. So once you've gone over the dock instruction, it's just about time to get into the water. You do want to cover some basic things, how to turn, how to come up, how to go down, but a lot of that can be corrected in the water. When they're moving forward, it's kind of like, you think of it like jockey style. When you first take off, your head is almost in line with the nose of the bike. You don't want to be all the way back here, because otherwise you're not concentrating on moving forward. The Jetovator is a lot more stable as it moves forward in flight when you've got tension on the hose. So if you see people flying like this, that's a good start. Arms should be straight. It's just like water skiing. You never want to have arms up here. You don't want to be crouching up against your nozzles. They should always be pretty straight like this. So when you're flying high, your arms are going to be straight like this. When you're flying low, they're going to be straight like this. You don't want to bunch up. You want to concentrate on getting your center of gravity forward and pulling the jet ski. That'll make it a lot more stable. So people are going to try that. It's good to do it at a really low speed, less than 5 miles an hour, just a couple of feet high. You want to see them going up, going down, making sure they have good control of the bike before you give them any more power. About, on the average ski, 6,500 RPM tends to be good for training. Then the next thing is obviously going to be turning. If you think of it like a motorcycle, it turns very similar to a motorcycle. You basically use your body weight shifting left and right, and you also have control over the nozzles. So when you're taking off, you basically want to have your jets going forward and look forward, concentrate on going forward. You don't need to over control it. It's just like a bike. If you look forward and lean straight up, you'll go in a straight line. Now, if the bike starts to roll to one side, if it starts to roll to this side, you can actually pick the side of the bike up by pulling that handle up. That'll level the bike out. If it starts to roll to this side, you pick this side up. So you can actually roll the bike from side to side using the jets. Roll right, roll left. And you can also use your body weight, just like a motorcycle, to lean right and lean left. And it's one of those things you just have to practice to get the correct balance between nozzle control and balance. Really good. You had good control going up and down. Now as you start going higher, the bike's going to come up at a steeper angle, so that's where you really have to stand up all the way. You were kind of crouching like this, which was good. You were out of the seat, but now what you want to do is as you come higher, lean up, right up like this, and you can fly at standing position. If it starts to go back too much, just push them down and go back to the crouching position, okay? The other thing we're going to try is we're going to try a bit of turning, okay? Now just like a bicycle, you just lean it into a turn, it'll turn left. Lean it into a turn, it'll turn right. But you can also use your jets. So if you want to bank turn pretty quickly, just like a steering wheel, lift that side up, you'll roll that way. Lift this side up, you'll roll that way. Okay? All right, great job. You had really good control. You were going up and down, which made me know that you had good, altitude control. If you want to go a little bit higher, which you're pretty much ready to do, you just have to stand up a little bit more vertically and lean forward, and you'll basically be in a pure vertical position. If you're afraid you're going to crash, which there was a moment there at the end, it looked like you were about to crash, never jump off the bike. You can do it, but generally what's better, you're best just to stay with the bike. It'll land in the water with you, and the throttle operator will get off the throttle. Because if you jump off the bike, the tendency can be you'll hit the water and then the bike will come down on top of you. So you did great though, really good.